Okay, we just covered this little lick down here. And then we did this with the tube drive on. Let's turn it on. Go up to the E. Hit it again. Okay. So when we go up to the E, you know I'm going to turn the tube drive off, and I'm going to turn the delays off. There's a couple, Edge just plays a few filler notes here. Okay, that's what I do. It's hard to hear exactly what he's doing, but I hit the E chord, and then hit the high E, and then hit the E, B, G. I hear that in there. Then the A, and then you wait a little bit, and then I think this, I might be a little off, but I think he hits the B, G, B, G. Okay, so what we have so far, I'm going to zoom in just a little. You got to hit the E, and then E, B, G, while holding the E chord, and then the A. Hold. That's what I did. I hit B, G, B, G, and then I change, and I do this, where are we here? I play this A flat right there on the first flat, okay? And I do. So, okay, and you can get the timing from the song. You can listen to my cover on part 15. Okay, but that's essentially what I did. So let's play this through here. We started down here. That's the E. Hit the E again, then go to the A, let it hold. Into the solo. See, that came together there the way I just played it. So one more time. Slower. And then you can get ready to slide into the solo. Okay? But that's all essentially I'm doing up here is and you might even want to be able to, you could do this and then go into the solo. So you could hit this and slide in. So something like that, but essentially what I'm doing is the B, G, B, G, and I heard something like that in the riff on that video on YouTube. So that is the transition into the solo. So now let's go to the solo. There are two different ways to do this. I did not play it the way the Edge plays it. I played it differently. It's the same exact notes, but I played it on different fret and a different string. When I was watching the video, I thought I saw him slide to the 5th, but it turns out, Bob, thank you Bob for correcting me, he actually slid to the 11th. And, you know, one way might be easier for you than the other. I think they're both pretty straightforward, but maybe the Edge's way is probably the simpler, more standard way to do it. So I changed it up. I seem to be comfortable with it. So if you watch again, search on YouTube, Zoo TV, Ultraviolet. There's a video with 400-some thousand hits. You can see his Edge's hand position there, and you can see him playing the solo. And if you watch what I'm doing, I'm going to give you both versions, and you can play the one that you're comfortable with. So here we go. This is, let me first show you what I did. Let me show you my version. Okay. So we just did this. Now what I did was I slid on the B string down to the 5th. the 5th fret, okay? And I think I did it with my second finger. Or excuse me, yeah, the second finger here, the index finger. Okay, so you land on that B string. Okay. That B string on the 5th fret. And then the pinky on the 7 on the E. And you go from the 7 to the 4 on the E. We're going to do this. Okay. E on the 7, E on the 4, and then you're going to do B on the 7, and then E on the 4, and then B on the 5th. That's it. Okay. B on the 5th, E on the 7, E on the 4th, B on the 7, E on the 4, then lift and do B on the 5. You can do that twice, so it sounds like this. Now you can do something different here. You're going to do, and instead you're going to move and play the E on the 5th, and the E on the 4th, and then the E on the 5th. So you're going to go. So let's do that again. So we're going to do it the first way. That's 1, 2. Now the third time, now you go here to E on the 5th, then the E on the 4th, E on the 5th, and then go down here to E on the 10th, E on the 9th, E on the 7th, and then E on the 5th. And that's the whole thing. There we go. So we have the following. Third time. And then he does it again, and he does that 3 times total. Now I'm going to back up and play that for you a little bit so you can see both hands. Let's turn on everything. And I kept the tube drive on, so we did the tube drive. If you recall, we had the tube drive on here. Right, so down there, so we start from here. We did that, and now we do this. Okay, and then you do that 3 times. I rushed it there a little bit. With the delays off and the tube drive on. Okay. And you do that 3 times. And that's the solo. Now, again, that's not the way Edge played it. That was I thought he was doing it in the fifth position, roughly here. That's roughly the 5th. Actually, that's 4th position because I got my first finger on the 4th fret. So I was so that's what you call doing it in 4th position, because my first finger is doing all the notes on the 4th fret, and my second finger is doing it on the 5th fret. But what Edge did is he actually came down here and slid on the G string. You can play the same notes down here on the, now this is 7th position. So we 4th to 7th position. So let's stop here and we'll do the solo the Edge's way, which is really, if you're a purist like me, it's the right way. The notes are the exact same, but this is what Edge did. And if you want to do it Edge's way, I'm going to show you that next. So let's stop here, and we will continue the Zoo TV solo on Ultraviolet. Thanks for watching.